Are you ready to see my Fashion in the City of Lights collection? This is my Paris edition collection, which took months of talking and everything for this collaboration with my friend Sara from Learning So Much. So if that's some content you would like to see, please continue to watch.
Where's Da Vinci?
They're picking sides, they're crossing the line.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video I am going to share with you my entire collection for a 7-day stay in Paris for Fashion in the City of Lights. This is my Paris edition. Now, before we get started, and if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hello, ciao, guten tag, aloha, hola, konnichiwa, wagwan, sambanani, salom, bonjour. If you are returning, you guys know what to do by now. Go get you something to drink, come on back, get you a snack while you there, okay? So I could go ahead and get into this video. So I'm gonna give you a lot of patterns. I'm gonna show you lots of photos in this video, so stay tuned for that as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into it. All right, so I need you to go get a notebook, a piece of paper. Go ahead and look at your phone so you could take some notes, okay? Because I wanna show you how I'm gonna say that this is kind of like an easy weekend, not a weekend, but a week full of outfits I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you 7 different outfits, but you can maximize for 2 weeks stay if you choose. But I'm gonna tell you the things that you will need. You will definitely need 1 tank top, 2 t-shirts, 1 button-down shirt, 2 jackets, 2 dresses, 2 trousers or pants, 3 pairs of shoes, 2 purses, and that's all you need in order to complete this entire set. All right, I'm gonna say it once again. You need 1 tank and 1 button-down shirt, 2 t-shirts, 2 jackets, 2 dresses, 2 trousers, 3 pairs of shoes, and 2 purses of your choice. So that's all you need for this set. Now, I want to talk about my color palette because I did a video on how I plan sets and collections and stuff like that. I will put it in the description box below, but I'll also put it up on the screen on how I plan my transitional wardrobe. However, this is not a transitional wardrobe, but it's pretty much kind of like the same thing in that video. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I want to mention is I went with the colors black, white, and red, and kind of like that red is a pop of color. So it's more like a black and white collection with a pop of color, and that pop of color was red. Now, I do want to mention I did add a yellow t-shirt for a reason. And because I did not have any red t-shirts, I had a yellow one in my stash already. And I want to shout out to my cousin, Maureen. And she made the she didn't make the graphic. She sent me the screen print or the vinyl or whatever for me to press it onto my shirt. So I want to thank her for that. I will leave her links in the description box below if you want to get some shirts made or you want to get some vinyl made because you don't have a vinyl Cricut machine or whatever. Now, I do not have a Cricut machine, so I reached out to her and I was like, hey cousin, would you be able to make these designs for me? I created the designs myself. I just had her do it on the Cricut machine and send the vinyl to me so I could go ahead and iron it onto 2 shirts. But there's more of these coming because I have a different collection that I will do later on in the year. All right, so let's get back into this one. So let's talk about it. So first of all, I'm going to give you what I did in the pattern and then show you the looks that I created. All right, so for the tank, so I did 1 tank. And this tank is just a solid black tank that I think I actually sold. I think I sewn this tank back during the black and yellow collection, way back when I did #SoMuchColors with Creativity by T. And I think, well, I know the pattern is Simplicity 1366. It is old. I just paired it with a couple of makes that I did. All right. For the t-shirt, it's just a solid t-shirt. And then, you know, I just put vinyl on it. If you are wanting to know, I'll put it up on the screen what each one means as well when I show you the looks. All right. The button down shirt, which is a white button down shirt that I did. The white button down shirt is Simplicity 1538. I know you guys have asked me many of times would I do a sew along for that pattern. The problem with doing a sew along for that pattern is I'm not 100% sure if it's still in Joann's. And if I do a sew along for something, I want to make sure that individuals are able to go get the pattern, not just sewing some out of print pattern. Okay, so I have not checked to see if it's still available for you to purchase, which is why I have not considered doing a sew along for that pattern. All right, but the white button down shirt is Simplicity 1538. Moving over to the jackets, and I didn't do any cardigans. I wanted to do one jacket, one cardigan, but I did not. So I actually did two jackets, and one of them is a white jacket. The white jacket is Simplicity 8558, which is a Mimi G jacket. It's just basically like a lightweight throw on boyfriend style lightweight jacket. I mean, it was easy to sew for sure. So I did that. And then the other jacket, which was more of a kind of like a color block printed one. Now this was actually a DIY Nordstrom $300 jacket that I hacked and made it do what it do for $30. Okay. And that jacket is from hashtag sewing 5 and below. I just paired it with this one. Now I could have paired it with New Look 6035 as well, but I decided I have not worn that jacket in a minute, so why not pull it out and show you guys. Now I know you guys asked if I would actually do a sew along for that because I showed you how to draft and hack the pattern and make it look like it's not even that pattern. I just used that pattern as a guideline to hack it into what I wanted. Now, I will consider doing that with different fabrics, okay? Because one thing that I wish I would have done when I did that jacket is add a zipper. So that's something that I think I will probably do sometime in the new year, all right? So that's that. It's Butterick 6328 is what that jacket, which is basically an Ankara jacket with some black print. All right, black solid color print. All right, moving over to the dresses. So I did two dresses. The first dress, that pattern is McCall's 8084. I believe I'm gonna put it up so you can see. And that pattern, I changed that pattern several times, and it's just a black glittery fabric that I did. A couple of things that I will say about that is I didn't know that my bra was showing in majority of the photos with the peekaboo. All right. Now, because the photos were so cute, I didn't want to go in, take off the bra, put it back together, and then try to go back outside because I was already in and out, taking so many different changes in the same day to get this done because we've been having a lot of rain here in Orlando, Florida, and I just didn't want to take any chances whatsoever. So I would normally do photo shoots several days apart so I don't have to run in and out of the house with changing so many times. But because we had good sun and it was going to be a sunny day, I was just like, let's get these photos done. All right. So the first dress was McCall's 8084. The red dress, however, is McCall's 6120. I can't remember the pattern number off the top of my head, but I did not sew this dress this year. This was a dress that I sewed back in like 2016, 2017. It's been in my closet for a very long time, and I knew I wanted to pull it out. So I did, okay? Now, if I'm incorrect on the pattern, I will put it up so you're able to see that pattern. But yes, I love the red dress, and you will see why when I get to the looks, all right? Next thing is the trousers, all right? Trousers and pants. So first things first, with the trousers, I actually had a fail, all right? So for the khaki trousers, and I'm gonna show this, it's wrinkled because I do tend to, after I sew something, I tend to go wash it before actually ironing it and then taking photos, all right? I don't like wrinkles. Let's just put it like that, all right? It is what it is. So One thing with these khaki pants, I'm going to show you the pattern that I used to sew these, which I did not photograph in these, is Butterick 6178, which are these pants right here. I have a sew along for Butterick 6178, but the problem with this and why I chose not to do these is it did not look right with anything, not even the button down shirt. So I 86 that. Another thing was I did not have a khaki zipper. So it's just a pink zipper, a light pink zipper in the back. It looks tacky, all right? And then another thing is this fabric is so sheer and see-through. I had to take fabric from the jacket that I did, Simplicity 8558, and basically line half of the pants. Yes, it was like I had to line these because it's so sheer, and I definitely did not like, I just didn't like that. It was just too much going on. You would have seen like not bra, but panty lines and all that stuff. So this was a fail. However, it was a fail for the collection. However, it's not a fail to wear. So I would wear this with probably like a t-shirt or something like that, paired like that. But other than that, I would not wear those pants outside of like a t-shirt, some sandals, and then maybe like a straw hat. Speaking of the straw hat, it was part of this collection. However, I forgot to bring it outside. I was in and out so much, I forgot my straw hat on my mannequin. Okay, so it did not make it to the photos, and I'm not gonna redo any of the photos, okay? But those are, you know, the pants that I did. Now, moving over to the 3 pairs of shoes. This is the black and white collection. So I did not put in any solid white shoes because you guys see that so much. So I wanted to switch up the shoes. One thing that I did was I did a red pair of shoes, a red pair of heels, a black pair of heels, a black pair of flats, and then some tennis shoes, okay? And I wanted to make sure that the tennis shoes I wore had red, black, and white in it, and it did, and it was just my Flight 9s, okay? I'm sitting here looking at them right now, because if you look at what my sewing table looked like right now, it looks a hot mess with bags and jewelry and stuff over there. Yeah, it looks a hot mess. But let's get back to what I was going to tell you. Okay, and then the last thing was 2 purses, and I just did a black purse and a red purse. All right, so let's go ahead and get over into the looks. It's not really a pattern review for these because majority of these I have done before, and I have the pattern reviews on the channel. The only thing that's new that I have not done a pattern review for is the dress, the black dress, which is McCall's 8084. I'll do a complete pattern review for that in a upcoming video. All right, so a couple of things that I did. So in terms of looks, we decided, myself as well as Sarah, we decided on 7 different looks, and they changed several times during the process. All right, so we decided on a travel look, so traveling there to Paris, and a traveling back home look. So that's 2 looks right there. A brunch look, a out to dinner look, a museum visiting type look, a sightseeing, touring the city type look, and then we also did a shopping look as well. All right, so getting right into it, my traveling look for me going straight to Paris. Now, I don't know about you, but going through any airport, you definitely want to be cute and comfortable. Make sure you do not wear any belts because you will set off those little security checks, right? So I made sure not to wear a belt. I wish I had some black like slide-ons. I don't have any. So I went with black kind of like slide-on sandals, but they zip up in the back. So that's what I did. So what I did was I did basically what I have on right now. It's my traveling look, okay? So it's black pair of pants, a white t-shirt, and then with this look, if you get cold, you can also throw on the jacket, which I threw on 6328, Butterick 6328, which was the Ankara jacket. I paired it with a black handbag, and then you could also switch out the sandals and put on tennis shoes. You could do that as well. So that was my traveling look. Now moving over into my brunch look for the first day, right? So my brunch look for this was more of a kind of like a dress. You could dress it up, but also dress it down. So my brunch look was the black pair of pants, a black tank top, a white jacket, a red purse, and then my red heels. Okay, so this was my brunch look. So like I mentioned before, the white jacket is a Simplicity 8558 Mimi G pattern, and then the tank, you know, basically Simplicity 1366 for that tank. And then the jeans are store-bought. Of course, I didn't make jeans, but I did want to make some black pairs of pants. I just ran out of time. Okay, but I will do that in another video. All right, moving over from my brunch look to my sightseeing, touring the city of Paris. So for this look, I decided to pull out some khaki pants. Yep. So I decided to keep the black tank, change out the pants into khaki pants, pair it with some shoes, because when you sightseeing, you want to be comfortable and have some comfortable shoes on. I made sure to throw on some sunglasses, because if you're traveling with sunlight, you want to make sure you have something to protect your eyes. That's a thought. I did a black purse to go along with it. And then I did a jacket, which is the Ankara jacket that I made, Butterick 6328. Now, the reason why I did that is because if you get cold because you have a tank on, you could also throw on the jacket or take it off. So that was my look for touring the city or sightseeing. All right. Moving over to the next look, it was visiting any type of museum or museum look. So for this look, this was my red dress look. And you know what? It's crazy because even though it was a red dress, it was like, should I wear this as my touring the city look, or should I have actually did something else? So this one was like my red dress and my black shoes. However, if I was going on a date or something and it's not like just visiting a museum, I would have definitely, that's why I switched it up and did, you know, basically the red dress, the white coat, the dress. I think it was McCall 6120. I'll definitely make sure to correct that on the screen if I'm wrong. The white jacket, and then the heels. You can also switch out the heels for the sandals as well. All right. But that was my visiting the museum. You could dress it up, dress it down, however you choose as well. But I'm just giving you these looks. All right. Now, moving over to the out to dinner. All right. So I told you about my brunch look was the white jacket, the black tee, the black pants, and all that. So let's talk about my out to dinner. Like if I was eating dinner with the hub or the family or whatever, that look was the black glitter sparkle dress, right? Red heels, a red bag, and a white blazer. Now, the blazer you could put on if you get cold, chilly in a restaurant, or you could pull it off. All right. So that was one of my looks. Okay. Now the dress is McCall's 8084. Listen, you guys, I have changed that pattern so many times. I really wanted to do McCall 7950, but I needed something easy, quick, and sexy. Okay. So that's what I did for my out to dinner look. Moving over to my shopping trip look. Now this one I was like shopping, button down shirt, khaki pants, black handbag, and some black shoes. That's what I did. Now, out of that entire look, the only thing that was sewn was Simplicity 1538. I think I sewed that pattern 2018, 2017, 2018. I have sewn the pattern several times, but I think that white button-down shirt, I think that was from 2017, 2018. It's been in my wardrobe. I keep button-down shirts, y'all. So that was my shopping trip. Now, The shop, I mean, like a lot of these have been, I have changed the pattern so many times, and we'll get into that at the very end. All right. And then my travel home look was basically something simple and fit the bill. So what I did was I took a yellow shirt and basically had my cousin do a vinyl for me, ironed it on and everything. And then I paired it with black jeans, black bag, and some tennis shoes for my flights, right? But that was the look. Now, overall, what did I feel about this pattern? So, I mean, this entire collection. I love this collection. However, I want to give a shout out to Jacqueline from the Sewing Parlor. And the reason why I want to give a shout out to her is because she actually tested my limits. And the reason why is simply because a couple of months ago, she didn't know this, but I did a collection for something else, or I probably said something about planning a transitional wardrobe. And she said, Rochelle, I would love to see you actually do a black and white collection. And I wanted to say it's coming up, but I couldn't because, you know, with series and collections, you don't want someone to know that you're doing something. That's the secret behind doing series and collections and collaborations and stuff like that until you're able to announce, right? So I want to shout her out because this is a way, Jacqueline, that you can pair black and white and get things that's black and white or any color in your wardrobe. And I hope this helped you to see the possibilities of doing a black and white collection and just have that pop of color. All right. So let me go over to the patterns that did not make the cut. When I say that I had so many things that I could have done, like if I kept going, I would have probably had 2 to 3 weeks of garments that I could have showed you guys, right? So originally I was going to do 3 tops, which I did. I did a tank, I did a button-down shirt, and then I had t-shirts. I was going to throw in a sweatshirt. Now here in Orlando, Florida, you definitely don't need a sweatshirt. Going over to Paris, you may. Now the sweatshirt I was going to use McCall's 8070, but decided to 86 that and not do that sweatshirt. All right. When it came to the blazer, so the blazer that I actually thrown in was Butterick 6328. I was actually going to throw in Simplicity 1421, which was my Ankara blazer. I have a sew along for that on the channel. However, now remind you, originally I was not thinking of this collection to be a black and white collection. It was just kind of like what I seen. I wanted to be colorful, but then I thought about it. I was like, black and white with a pop of color. I figured to not go with Simplicity 1421 simply because I felt like that was way too many colors, you know, for this series. And Simplicity 1421 cannot pair with everything. All right. I wanted to do everything and less garments versus having to add more garments. All right. So I did not go with that. Now, when it comes to the dresses, McCall's 8084 was at the top of my list. I was able to do it, but originally I wanted to do McCall 7950 for that black dress, but I switched it, you know, about 6-7 weeks ago. All right. Now, now I was supposed to actually do a white dress, which if you guys been following my videos, it was for, the white dress was for the celebration of life for my aunt. And to be completely honest with you, I decided not to go with the dress that I was going to actually be sewing, which is McCall's 8361. Reason why is simply because after sewing the jacket, which is Simplicity 8558, the fabric was so sheer, number one, it just wouldn't have looked right for that pattern. Definitely need thicker fabric for that pattern. So I did not cut it out. I did not even attempt to sew that dress yet. All right. Now let's talk about the trousers. So originally I was going to do 2 trousers, cargo style. So I was going to do a black pair and a khaki pair. And this pattern did not make the cut, the list, anything. It's New Look 6644. Now I want to say, if you go back to my planning a transitional wardrobe video after this video, I will say it will show you how I plan a complete series or collection, more like a collection. And the reason why is simply because I will throw so many patterns out and it sounds good, but then when it's come time to sewing, you probably start hacking patterns and be like, nah, I'm not gonna do this. This may not pay her right. This may not pay her right. So have more than enough instead of not enough patterns to go with it. And you just starting to sew more things, all right? So neither one of those two things made the cut, the black or the khaki pair. The pattern I was gonna use is a sew along I already have on the channel, which is New Look 6644. Didn't make the list, all right? I was planning on sewing some pajamas, and I did not sew those together because the fabric will be coming up in a sew along for that, and I just decided that I was going to take it out, and I will show you guys that when I do the sew along. All right. And then also for this, when it came to, you know, basically like the accessories or whatever, I basically knew I was going to pair a red bag and a black bag. The shoes, I just wanted basically black, white, and red. But I just did not want closed-toe shoes because this is the summertime. I wanted open-toe shoes, so that's what I did. All right. Well, that's it for this Fashion in the City of Light. If you have not done so already, if you came from Instagram from Sara, thank you so much for coming over here, seeing what I have done. But if you all can do me a favor and go to Instagram, check out Sara. I will leave her handle in the description box below. Check out the items that she created for this collection of Fashion in the City of Lights. All right. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And since you made it this far, do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, and also smash that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video, and as always, keep sewing.
Where's Da Vinci?
They're picking sides, they're crossing the line.